Hi, and another big welcome to Steve's Kitchen. Today we're going to be doing curry in a hurry. For you guys that love a curry, this is one of the quickest recipes. Now I'm going to be using a pressure cooker. If you haven't got one, you're going to have to boil this for a little bit longer because we're going to be using stewing beef. So let's have a quick look what you need for curry in a hurry. So for this dish you're going to need about 500 grams of beef, stewing beef. I've got a whole large onion that I've diced up fine there. I've got about half a teaspoon of salt. I've got some cardamom pods, some curry leaves. I don't know if you guys have these, but if you can get them from an Indian grocery store, that would be ideal. Tamarind is essential. If you can get fresh tamarind, or I've got rehydrated tamarind here, we're going to use about 3 tablespoons. Now that's not going into the end of the dish. I've got 2 or 3 chopped up green chilies and some red chili flakes, about half a teaspoon of red chili flakes, some cloves, 3 or 4 cloves, some star anise and a little bit of turmeric. Now also, if you can get hold of it, get a Madras Marsala paste. This is basically just a paste of all the different, there's ginger and garlic and all sorts in here, so try and get a Madras Marsala paste, but other curry pastes will do. Now the reason this is such a quick dish to make, I'm going to cut out a few areas that we would normally do, like browning the beef, and everything is just going to go straight into the pot. If you've got a pressure cooker, that's ideal. If not, you're going to do this on the stove top in a big pan. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of oil into the bottom of my pressure cooker pot. Okay, and then into the bottom of the pot I'm going to add the onions. They're going to create a lot of liquid that's going to steam up and cook the meat. The meat then goes on top, straight on top of that. I say not browned. You can brown it, but for this quick recipe I'm not. We're going to add the salt then over the meat, take our curry leaves, and I'm just going to pull those off and drop them in to the mix. Our star anise, our cardamom pods, then our cloves, our red chilies, red chili flakes, and of course the green chilies, essential to the flavour. Another essential item going in here is our masala, our Madras masala. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons in on top here. You do need quite a bit. Lots of flavour. You can smell all the absolutely delicious spices that have been ground up into this paste. And then the last thing, just 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Just scatter that over the top. Then I'm just going to take a spoon and lightly stir the top. I want the onions to stay at the bottom. So lightly stir the top, and that's it. That's going into our pressure cooker. So the whole pot goes into our pressure cooker. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this Morphy Richards that I unboxed. I'll put a little link here if you're interested. We pop the lid on, screw it down tight, and that's going to go in for 40 minutes, and then it will be completely finished and ready to serve. Look guys, I'll take this moment just to ask you maybe to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thanks for watching. Come back in a moment and see just how beautiful this curry comes out. Our pressure cooker has now been on for 40 minutes. It's depressurized and I've let the steam out. I'm just going to open the lid, and there you go, the steam's rising. You can see that's cooked through beautifully. The meats are all in their own juices. It's perfect consistency. Now I'm just going to add at this point the tamarind. You remember earlier on I spoke about adding a tamarind sauce. Didn't want to add it at the cooking stage, but at the end here I'm just going to add 3 tablespoons of tamarind juice. Not essential, but I really think it's ideal if you can get hold of tamarind. It adds a whole different flavour to this. It's a citrusy sort of flavour, and it really is delicious. So we'll just mix that through now, and I would leave that for about 15 minutes to allow the tamarind just to absorb into the juices. And there you have it. That is my curry in a hurry. It's a beef Madras curry, but it's actually done from start to finish in about 40 minutes. And I'm just going to garnish that with a little coriander on top and sprinkle on just a few pretty red chilies, and that's ready to serve. I just thought I'd film that up nice and close so you can see how beautiful the colours and the texture of that curry's turned out. Guys, don't forget, subscribe to the channel. You'll see a whole bunch of cooking over this weekend to go with this, and they're all of an Indian theme. Stay in touch. Be good. Till next time.